fixing the hair. All right, boys and germs, welcome to the Daily Crack. Ranting from the Van edition, Friday evening. Who the fuck's going to be online on a Friday evening? You should be all out having pints on a Friday evening. And fuck off with your carb sensitivity bullshit. And I know I'm going to trigger cunts by saying that, but whatever. I'm gonna fucking say it anyway. Usual story, if you're watching live, hashtag live. If you're watching later on, hashtag later on. So I was chatting with a person there the other day. They were talking to me about how they're sensitive to carbohydrates. And I was curious. I was like, okay, so you must be a diabetic, right? And they're like, no, not diabetic. You're taking insulin, aren't you? If you're sensitive to carbs, like you're diabetic. They're like, no. Like, can you tell me more? Can you tell me more? And they're like, oh no, I just when I eat carbs, I just blow up. And I'm like, what the fuck? You explode? You blow up? You're an atomic bomb? No. I eat carbs, and I put on weight. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I've restricted themselves. Literally, what's happened? Restrict themselves from eating carbs. And the example was when they went on holidays then and they relaxed and they drank wine and ate ice cream. All of a sudden, 2 days later, they blew up to bigger than they were before. Boys and germs. Stop eliminating food groups from your fucking diet, especially carbohydrates. You need them. I'll get onto the fucking keto thing in a minute. But what is happening when you eliminate carbohydrates from your diet? Your body, when you consume a carbohydrate, turns it into sugar, glucose, or glycogen to be stored as energy. Now, your body stores glycogen in your liver, your kidneys, your bloodstream, all these other places, to allow you to have energy to do your daily work, your life, your lifting weights, whatever the fuck that is. Now, if you store something in your body, it's weight. Like when you drink water in the morning and you eat food throughout the day, like you're heavier in the evening than you are in the morning because you've consumed food. And you know, what is your digestive system for your intestines? They're there to dehydrate and extract and compress the food you eat throughout the day to turn it into what? Poo. So also that food that it's extracting stuff from, for example, glycogen or glucose or whatever one you want to describe it as, it's the same fucking thing. It's sugar. Your body stores it because you're not burning energy at the same rate all day long. So you store this energy. So think about this. When you remove carbohydrates from your diet over a couple of days or for a long period of time, you slowly start to deplete the reserves of glycogen that your body holds onto. So that would add up to a weight loss. Fair to say? So then what happens when you do have carbs? Because these stores have been depleted so much, all of a sudden, these stores start to fill up with new glycogen. And what happens to your body weight? They build back up. You explode. That's why when a bodybuilder comes off stage, because they've depleted themselves for so long, normally a bodybuilder after a show will eat pizza and fucking burgers and whatever. And they can gain, a male bodybuilder, after competing on stage, can gain up to 5 kilos, even more sometimes, in the 24 hours after a show, because they've been so depleted. And that's what they require. They require the body to be sucked in. But it's not sustainable. It's not fucking sustainable. You need carbohydrates. No, listen, let me rephrase that. You need a balanced diet. Carbs are not the problem. Your shitty diet is the problem. Thinking that you're going to lose weight by removing a food group is madness. You need carbohydrates for the glycogen and the glucose, the sugar. You need protein for all the amino acids and the rebuild that it gives the body. You need fats for all the omegas and saturated and unsaturated fat that it gives the body to produce hormones. And all these foods, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats contain micronutrients as well that the body requires. So it's not about having more of one than the other. It's about having a balance of all. Now, people that are on a ketogenic diet are probably going to be triggered by this fucking video. And good. Because if you are someone that is doing the ketogenic diet, but you drink wine or beer, fuck off, mate. You're not in ketosis. So Sally fucking silly balls from down the road here that's doing keto for the last 3 months but has throughout the week she's on the wines 3 nights a week. Mate, you're not in ketosis. People also, if you are on a ketogenic diet, you are more than likely on it because you suffer with epilepsy, or else you have a form of cancer that thrives in a rich sugar environment. Those would be 2 very good reasons to go on a ketogenic diet. And if you're not, if that's not the reason you're on it, if you're on keto because you heard of Sally down here losing a couple of kilos from it, you're a fucking bollocks. Ketogenic diet is not designed to be a weight loss thing. It's not. And motherfuckers going around telling you they're in ketosis and they're taking a ketone supplement, fuck them cunts off as well. And then they're probably trying to sell you a ketone supplement and saying they're in ketosis. So you take exogenous ketones is the fancy word for it. You take exogenous ketones through a form of a form of a supplement. That's water, by the way. And then you test your blood and you tell me you're in ketosis because there's more ketones in your blood. Fuck off. Because it's bullshit. You've put them in there. I understand that in ketosis, your brain can function on ketones. It uses that as fuel. But do you know what your brain functions on when you're not in ketosis? Glycogen. Sugar. So that's why when you're asleep, you still burn calories. Because your body needs sugar. Your brain needs sugar. And giving me this excuse, but sugar is bad for you. This is the thing that's going around a lot lately. That, sugar's bad. Anything on its own is bad. But as far as I'm concerned, in the world we live in nowadays, fucking everything contains sugar. Everything. In some form or another. Do you know what's fucked up? You know what shit? All the products that are out there that say they're low in sugar. Because you know what they're low in sugar, but you know what they're high in? Fucking all these chemicals with numbers and digits and fucking letters and squiggles after them. Now, I'm all right. If you're all right taking all that stuff, happy days. If you're up for doing a line of fucking coke off the toilet cistern in the toilet from a bag of a guy or a girl that you just met in the club and you don't know them from Adam, if you're happy doing that, well then go for all the low fat, low sugar products because you're pretty much doing the same thing. You're putting an unknown substance into your body. So if you're okay with that, fucking go for your life. But don't give me the bullshit excuse that you don't want to have sugar. You prefer to have a low sugar product because the sugar is bad. Fuck off, mate. That's bullshit too. That's bullshit. Understand that sugar isn't everything. Friday night rants. But just gotta love them. Anyway, the long and short of this fucking rant is you're not carb sensitive. You're not. Your body requires carbohydrates. When you diminish your glycogen stores, you will lose weight. Yes. Is that actual fat? Or it's probably more muscle density, to be honest, than what you're losing. But it's not fat. You're not losing fat. So yeah, you're getting smaller, but you're probably getting weaker as well. And you're probably going to have less energy throughout the day. And you're probably going to be moody. And your partner's going to get fucking sick of you because you're going to be snapping them all the time. And your kids that you have, they're going to, fuck, what's wrong with mum and dad? They're fucking... It's because you're not eating sugar. It's not because you're carb sensitive. It's because you're not getting it you're not giving your body what it wants. Simple as. So get this idea out of your mind that you're carb sensitive. And I hope this has triggered a few people. If you've something to fucking say regarding any of this shit, and if you disagree with me, fucking tell me why you disagree with me. I'm all ears. If you're in ketosis and you're doing it solidly, fair fucking play to you. And you're not touching a drink at the weekend, or you're not putting any form of, a sugary item into your system, or a form of a carbohydrate that will turn into sugar, fair fucking play to you. Well done. I tip my hat to you. You're in ketosis and you're doing a great job of it. But if you're someone that's on supplements to get there, fuck right off. Fuck right off. Okay, that's my rant for tonight. I hope you all have an amazing weekend. I have a busy one ahead of me as usual. And yeah, giddy the fuck up.